Change is constant in education. New tools, new standards, new ways of teaching. The concerns-based adoption model, or CBAM, helps us understand how people experience change so we can support one another as we grow together. This video was created for our faculty here at Sly County Middle High School, for teachers who are learning, adapting, and growing through new programs and technologies. CBAM gives us a shared way to understand how change happens and how we can help each other through it. When something new comes along, a curriculum shift, a literacy initiative, or a digital platform, each of us responds differently. CBAM helps us to see where we are in that process so we can provide support that meets real needs. CBAM was developed by Gene Hall and colleagues at the University of Texas at Austin. It reminds us that adopting something new is a journey, one that unfolds as we gain knowledge, skill, and confidence. The model has three main parts. The stages of concern focus on feelings. The level of use describe behaviors, and the innovation configuration shows us what full implementation looks like in practice. The stages of concern focuses on the emotional side of change. They help us recognize that emotions like curiosity, frustration, and confidence are all natural parts of the process, and understanding them helps leaders respond with empathy. People begin by becoming aware of a change, then seek information and wonder how it will affect them personally. As confidence grows, they manage logistics, focus on results, collaborate with others, and eventually refine or improve the innovation. While the stages of concern describe how we feel, the levels of use show what we actually do, how consistently or effectively a new idea or tool is being implemented. These levels move from non use and orientation all the way to renewal. Teachers may begin by learning about a new tool, then use it mechanically, develop routines, and finally refine or integrate it in creative ways that meet students' needs. The innovation configuration is like a map. It defines what effective use of a program or strategy looks like. By comparing ideal and current practice, we can celebrate what is working and identify where support or training might help. Gene Hall led the development of CBAM, building on Francis Fuller's earlier work about teacher concerns. Shirley Hord later expanded it for school leadership, and Donald Ely added another layer: the organizational conditions that help new ideas take hold. Ely identified 8 key conditions that make implementation work. Things like strong leadership, time to learn, access to resources, collaboration, commitment, and even a healthy dissatisfaction with the status quo. When these are present, innovation is much more likely to last. CBAM helps us tailor professional learning to meet each teacher where they are. For example, during a new literacy or technology initiative, some may still be exploring while others are refining. Recognizing that variation helps us plan better support. When we introduced digital literacy tools, teachers began by learning the basics. Over time, they managed daily use, shared tips, and refined lessons to fit their students. Each step reflected growth through the CBAM stages. CBAM has been used for over 40 years in schools and universities around the world. It is still one of the most practical frameworks because it connects how people feel, act, and grow through change. These are three recent studies. These three recent studies show CBAM in action today, exploring how teachers adapt to technology integration, e-learning, and curriculum reform. Together, they show that while tools change, the human side of change remains constant. Take a moment to think about your own journey. When something new is introduced, where do you find yourself? Awareness, management, collaboration, or renewal? Recognizing your stage helps you advocate for what you need and support others in theirs. Thank you for exploring the concerns based adoption model with me. When we understand the stages of change, we can create a stronger, more supportive culture for learning and growth here at Sly County Middle High.